Have you seen some of those Insta reels where a large 3D model of a product would be floating around in a popular public place? It seems so realistic that it's hard to miss those videos. I'd be surprised if you missed watching such videos. For out of home, or FOO as I love to call it, gradually became the new way for brands to make a product placement larger than life and creative and entertaining in 2023. This trend will continue and only grow bigger despite the suggested legal and ethical issues surrounding it. The cosmetic giant Maybelline released a video ad last summer which showed big mascara wands swiping huge eyelashes on the tube in London and New York. People loved those ads, and of course, the ads went viral. The interesting thing about those ads was that, as realistic as they appeared, they were CGI based. There were no real giant eyelashes placed on top of the tube that would swipe against a real mascara wand. Maybelline developed the ad with the help of a CGI production company that had created similar ads for major brands like Burberry and Gucci. Brands like Nike, British Airways, and Mattel also launched campaigns using these real life like videos for social media. According to a sample data from influencer marketing platform Tagger, during April to August 2023, brands achieved somewhere between 1700% to 16,000% more engagement on their FOO videos. This jump in engagement was measured in comparison to the average engagement of the previous 30 posts. Maybelline's mascara ad was amongst the best performing FOO content. That video got about 450% more engagement than the previous 30 posts combined. All these impressive engagement metrics clearly indicate that people are not only liking but rather loving what they're seeing. Even more, engagement metrics also indicate that the content is entertaining and relevant for the target audience. Still, there is a group of people who have taken a contrarian view to the massive success of FOO content on legal, ethical, and commercial grounds. Legal experts say that FOO content could potentially infringe on intellectual property and trademark laws. The most cited example is that of British fitness brand Gymbox. Gymbox's FOO content showed ads pasted on the rooftop of Transport for London buses. At a surface level, it appears harmless to a good extent. But according to legal experts, it can be interpreted as an implied association between Gymbox and Transport for London, which in reality there was no such thing. It appears that Gymbox was trying to ride off the goodwill of Transport for London. But as mentioned earlier, it is an implied association. But the experts also questioned when a consumer would view a Gymbox ad, would they think that Transport for London is endorsing Gymbox? Instead, they think that the consumer is more likely to think that Transport for London simply sold some ad space to Gymbox. Another legal argument that has been made is that creation of such an ad conveyed, quote unquote, a private legal wrong of conversion, which is just another way of classifying it as theft. But that would be considered as theft if Transport for London sold that space for ads. If they don't, then it means that they have not suffered any loss. Finally, the legal expert said that there may be a case for trademark usage in fake ads, but that is also not clear cut. The ethics debate around FOO content has been primarily around the fact that the content is not truly real life. It is rather a mobile video of a real life location which has been carefully shot, and giant CGI products have been blended with the actual footage. According to purists, FOOH content deceives the audience into believing that the video is real and may cause harm to them in some way. Such a reaction is expected for any new media format until supporting laws are introduced. But these ads are being created primarily for social media with little or no room for harm. Rather, the objective of using the reality bending media is to get attention of the audience, pushing them into a brief state of disbelief and pushing them to question whether the video is real or not. If none of these arguments make sense to you, then look at the tagger data. High levels of average engagement is a clear sign that the audience find the FOOH content more entertaining than a professionally shot photo enhanced in Photoshop or a video with eye-catching graphics. Such kind of content is widely available and consistency in quality of such content has made brands and their products largely indistinguishable. Then there are the commercial implications of this food trend also. The way this real life fake content has caught on with people will likely impact the revenues of traditional out of home companies like JC Decor, Clear Channel, and TFL. And let's not forget the multi billion-dollar media buying industry that helps brands secure premium locations for activations. If you look at it from a point of view of content development, the cost of blending CGI elements with real world video footage is a fraction of actually building props in physical out of home locations. Not to mention the limitations of available space and safety that come with it. Like I said before, every new media format is viewed with suspicion, and FOOH is no different. But make no mistake about the fact that it is here to stay, simply because of its virtual, immersive, and entertaining value. It opens up endless opportunities for brands to create organic activations to surprise, delight, and engage their audience. Yes, there are associated legal and ethical issues, but that does not take away the freshness it has brought when it comes to how consumers interact with brands. From a commercial perspective, the traditional out of home may experience revenue hits, but in my view, it is a good opportunity for them to find ways to adopt new technologies to leverage this trend or better, upend it. Think about it for a second. With social media platforms grabbing the audience attention over the years, an Insta photo frame prop was the simplest form of out of home installation that allowed it to reach the digital platforms. And it is still being used by brands for promotion and employee engagement. A bit overused, in my view, but they're still relevant. Not many people may be familiar with digital out of home advertising company Ocean Outdoor partnering with Argos to launch the world's first cross platform Web 3.0 Metaverse out of home package. Basically, Argos would use Ocean Outdoors premium digital out of home displays as well as various 45 digital billboards in Decentraland and Somnium Space and Ocean's 3 NFT sites. Argos used these digital properties in real premium locations in cities and their digital version in the metaverse to drive awareness about premium products and brands Argos is not commonly known for. Brands have already been using digital out of home experiences to grab people's attention. Metaverse is the long term bet for future brand activations, and FOOH content sits quite well between the two. Many people have chosen to downplay the FOOH content as a medium most relevant for consumer products like fashion, beauty, and technology. I think it's a very skewed way of looking at a format that has just taken off, and it is only a matter of time when B2B marketers will find ways of using them to their advantage. For event and conference promotion, perhaps? We'll have to see. While adopting a new media format might seem speculative, it is crucial to understand that the audience continuously wants fresh, immersive, and entertaining content. And I believe that this is applicable to both B2C and B2B customers. Yes, FOOH is fake to a certain extent, but there are simple ways to disclose to the audience about the synthetic aspect of the content. But the creative license it offers is very valuable for any marketer to get the attention of the target audience. Of course, FOOH does need democratization of CGI tools and a user preference to engage with the brands. Or maybe it just might create new opportunities for users who are waiting to be surprised. Brands that will find ways to win with FOOH are likely to find it easier to step into the metaverse when it reaches us. A quick disclosure: voice in this episode is not fake, and the FOOH opportunity seems to be real. Wish you all a delightful 2024 and hope you enjoy what I have in store for you this year. Until the next episode, see ya.